Hey guys, what's up? It's Lauren, and today we're going to be talking about how I had to tell my mom I was pregnant at 19 years old. So, obviously at 19, I'm an adult, right? I lived on my own. I lived in LA. I worked at Starbucks, and I met my daughter's dad through my coworker, which is now her cousin. So, I knew I was pregnant right off the bat. I 100% knew. There was no denying it. I never missed my period. I knew I was pregnant. When I found out, it really wasn't a surprise. I knew I was pregnant. And I took the test. He was super excited. Oh my gosh, we're having a baby. We're having a baby. And I was really, really excited. And then we're like, okay, we're going to call your mom. Called his mom first. Everything was fine. She was really, really happy, really, really excited. So he's 3 years older than me, so he was 22, which really isn't a difference. But I was 19, so I go to call my mom, and but I tell you, he was like, let's call your mom. And I was literally like, yeah, I don't really think we should call her right now. And he's like, no, let's call her. Let's let her know that she's gonna be a grandma. So I call my mom, and her first, I think she knew. And I don't know how she knew. I don't know what was going on in her head, but I remember telling her I'm pregnant, and she was like, are you serious? And I could just hear the disappointment, the upsetness in her voice, that I was just like, okay, I already knew it. So I tell her, yes, I'm serious. She's like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? What's gonna happen? And I was like, what do you mean? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be a mom. I don't know. I don't really know what to tell you. You're gonna be a grandma. So my mom was not as accepting of it at first. In the beginning, my mom wasn't very accepting to the fact that I was 19 and pregnant. And I later found out that her reasoning for that was because she didn't want me to necessarily have a harder life. So when you have a kid, it's not that you put your dreams on hold. It's not that you can no longer do what you wanted to do. That's not it at all. The only thing is, you have to take a detour. So things may get a little more complicated. Things may be put off a little longer, but it doesn't mean you can't accomplish whatever it is that you set out to accomplish. And I think a lot of people have that mindset of when you become a mom, everything changes and it's no longer ever about you. And that's total opposite. You have to take care of yourself first, and during being a mother. Yes. Are you okay? Whereas her being my mom, she only wants the best for me, and knowing that it's no longer just, you doing what you want to do when you want to do it. Me telling her I was pregnant, it was really hard. And eventually she did get over it. There was really no choice. As the days went on, my belly got bigger. And we never got to a point where she wasn't talking to me or I wasn't talking to her. It was more so of I kind of tiptoed around her. I didn't live with her, so I didn't have to see her all the time. But I still called my mom every single day. We have a really close relationship. So me calling her, eventually led to I came over every weekend, so that never changed. And my mom got to see my belly get bigger. My mom became more interested in let me feel the baby. Are you having any pains? Is the baby in your ribs? Stuff like that. And my mom, she tried to help whenever she could. And my mom works 6 days a week as an esthetician, which 5 years later, my mom now owns her own business, her own waxing studio. It's actually a storefront. So my mom's put in the work. My mom was working really hard during that time, and she was still really supportive. So I know other girls are going through the same exact thing. Other young women are going through the same exact thing, having a hard time telling their mom, having a hard time telling their dad. But you know what? At the end of the day, everybody, your family will come around, and that's just how it is. My daughter's brought so much joy to my mom's life. I really don't know how life would be without her. I couldn't even imagine it. I did go to school, so that never stopped me from finishing what it is that I wanted to do. I finished, I completed. I'm now an esthetician, and I'm going back for my nursing degree. So really, honestly, like, you can do whatever you put your mind to, and being a mother, it gives you even more drive and motivation to want to go to school, to want to do better, because you have a little one looking up to you. So when it comes to your family, just take it day by day and still keep things normal. You know, if you called your mom or your dad every single day, continue to do so. If you talk to them once a week, continue to do so. Come around so they can see your belly. And when that baby gets here, my mom was very loving even while I was pregnant. But I just felt a disconnect when I first told her. Like, it was very harsh, and she knows it, and we've discussed it and everything too, and that was really good to clear the air, because it can be very hurtful when you don't feel accepted for a decision that you made. But clearing the air and being an adult and speaking about it too will also help with you continuing a strong and healthy pregnancy. Now, as far as me having any other kids, so now I'm 25 and my daughter will be 5 in July. So this is, 5 years later, and I'm just here to tell you, like, things get better. Tell your parents, be honest. Although I was 19, no, I didn't live at home. I was no longer a child. It was still a little scary telling my mom, because at the end of the day, that's the woman that raised me. And I think for, like, everyone, you kind of want to make your parents happy. You don't want to be the one to disappoint them. And so, yeah, just be honest. Tell them there's really not much worse that could happen. I mean, you're there, your baby's coming, your baby's here, if not already. And just kind of go with the motions and understand that, like, they have their emotions, they have their reasoning, and talk to them and find out their reasoning, because sometimes it's not always, like, because they don't want to see you happy or they don't want to see you succeed or anything like that. Sometimes it's because maybe they went through that and they struggled with it. So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to put this video out here to give you guys some hope and some inspiration. If you guys have any questions about being a young mom, let me know down in the comments below. We can discuss that. We can talk about it. I can make videos. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that post notification button so that way you know when I post my next video. Bye.